We think we understand our own bodies pretty well, but what if the most ancient part of your brain has been keeping secrets? Well, science may have just found the key, and today we're going to see what's behind that door.
So what if that deep, silent part of your brain, the one that's been running the show since before you were even you,
What if it holds a genetic blueprint that we've only just now been able to read? A blueprint that ties directly into your health in ways that, frankly, nobody saw coming.
to really get what's going on here, first, let's meet the star of our story, the brainstem.
Just think of your brainstem as the silent, tireless engine room for your entire body. It's your life support headquarters, working 24/7, regulating everything, your heartbeat, your breathing, your sleep. It is literally the reason you are conscious and listening to me right now. Now, this engine has a few key parts. You've got the midbrain, which is like your alertness hub, the pons, which handles sleep, the medulla, regulating your heart and lungs, and the SCP, a major communications superhighway. For decades, the specific genetic instructions that build all this, total mystery. Until now. And unraveling a mystery this big, well, it took nothing short of a massive global genetic hunt on a scale we've really never seen before. And when I say massive, I mean it. Researchers analyzed brain scans and genetic data from over 100,000 people. This is, without a doubt, the biggest, most in-depth study of the brainstem's genetics ever done. They pulled this off by merging several gigantic data sets. We're talking about the ABCD study, which follows kids' brain development, and the enormous UK Biobank. The goal wasn't just to get a ton of data. It was to find patterns that were impossible to see before. And here is the real game changer. See, older studies were pretty limited, mostly looking at people of European ancestry. This new study brought in a huge group from East Asia, which allowed for a cross-ancestry analysis. Now, why does that matter? Because when you compare genomes from different backgrounds, you can zero in on the actual genes causing something with incredible precision. It's like a blurry photo snapping into sharp focus. So, with this incredibly sharp new picture, what did they find? Well, this is the big reveal. It was finally time to read the brainstem's secret code. The results were just staggering. The team pinpointed 713 significant genetic associations. These are tiny little variations in our DNA that are directly tied to the shape and size of the brainstem. But here's the part that just changes everything. Of those 713, a whopping 569 of them were brand new, totally unknown to science before this. This isn't just a small step forward, this is a quantum leap in our understanding. And what's really cool is where they found these signals. Most of them weren't in the genes that directly build proteins. Nope, they were hiding in these regulatory areas, parts of our dark genome that basically tell other genes when to turn on and off. So they aren't the building blocks themselves, they're more like these delicate little control switches, fine-tuning how the brainstem gets built. And what this all proves is something truly profound. Because these genetic blueprints were the same across people of both European and East Asian ancestry, it tells us that the way our brainstem is built is ancient. It's a deeply preserved piece of our shared human story. But okay, this isn't just about cool brain anatomy. The most stunning part of this whole thing is the incredibly deep connection they found between these brainstem genes and your overall health. Get this. The researchers connected these brand new brainstem genes to an incredible 113 different diseases. And the top connection wasn't even a brain disorder. It was type 2 diabetes with 65 separate genetic links. High blood pressure was right up there too. The direct lines they drew are just remarkable. For instance, they found a real genetic link between the size of the midbrain and ADHD. And for things like Alzheimer's, heart rate, and blood pressure, they found what's called co-localized signals. That basically means the very same genes influencing your brainstem are also influencing these other conditions. The body's engine room is directly wired to everything else. So the ultimate takeaway here is pretty mind-blowing. The same genetic code that sculpts the oldest part of your brain is also deeply tangled up with your heart health, your metabolism, how you sleep, and even your psychiatric well-being. It is all connected. A discovery like this doesn't just rewrite old textbooks, it really kicks open the door to a whole new future for medicine. Now, the researchers are clear. There's more work to do, like getting data from even more diverse groups of people. But let's make no mistake,
This study has given us the most detailed, high-resolution genetic map of the human brainstem that has ever existed, period.
And having a map like this is so powerful. It's a roadmap to understanding the real root causes of complex diseases. It could help us predict someone's risk for all sorts of conditions way earlier than we can now. And ultimately, it's a huge step towards a future of truly personalized medicine designed for your specific genetic code.
We've just decoded the blueprint for one ancient part of the brain. It just makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other incredible secrets about our health and who we are just sitting there in our own genes, waiting for us to finally crack the code?